Good afternoon, people. Welcome back to the SKGS Incorporated YouTube channel. We're back. I know it's been a while since we posted one of these Nasdaq analysis videos, but we are back and back with a vengeance. Okay, so guys, as you know, it's currently the 22nd of January, 2024. It's a new year, and we have to start the new year out right. Okay. So we're back, guys, and this is our first video of the year of analysis, and we are going to be looking at what Nasdaq does and trying to predict what it's going to do. As we always do, we win, we don't lose, we win, we don't lose. Okay, let's get into it. So, guys, as you know, we're using the secret level strategy, and our secret level strategy involves specific what do you call them? Specific reasons that we take entries, right? So we have our secret levels, we have our H1 time frame, and we have our market structure that we use to take entries. Okay, guys. So we are right now we are on the daily time frame, and we are looking at the market in a holistic perspective. Okay. So let's see what the market has been doing, right? Okay. So since 2021, the markets, since December 2021, actually, the market has been dropping. As you can see, dropping, and dropping, right? So we have lower highs and lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, and so on and so forth, right? So it dropped all the way until about December 2022, right? So from December 2021 to December 2022, the market is just dropping like crazy, as you can see, right? So then a magical thing happened, which is a market structure thing called a reversal, right? This reversal is called a double bottom. Okay, so it's kind of like a W shape that occurs when the market is going to reverse. As you can see here, I've already drawn it, but you can see, so this is our double bottom, our W shape. The left is 2022, and the right is 2023, right? So the market corrected itself. Okay, so this is the left shoulder over here because it's called a double bottom, right? So you have the left shoulder and the right shoulder, or the left bottom and the right bottom. Okay, so that's what happens when the market is going to reverse. So as you can see, from 2022, the market is dropping, right? And then 2023, literally on the on January, the market it's the 1st of January, literally on, yeah, like the 1st of January, the market decided to actually correct itself and start buying, right? So 1st of January 2023, the market started buying, and correcting itself, right? And then now today we are in January 2024, 22nd of January 2024, right? And what's happening right now is something that's very, very historic because Nasdaq is creating a new high, right? Or has created a new high, which is the highest level that Nasdaq has ever reached in its time of since it started existing, basically, right? Because previously this was the highest high that Nasdaq had ever reached, which is secret level 16,700. That was the highest, right? Now we have our new high, which is this level here, which is secret level 17,400, right? So now Nasdaq is an all-time new high. Now we are going to try to predict what Nasdaq is going to do going forward. Okay. So now let's go back to the H1 time frame. As you guys know, the secret level strategy, we use the H1 time frame for entries, right? So we use the higher time frames to see what the market is going to do. And then we use the H1 time frame in order to look for entries. Okay. So now we are going to the H1 time frame. The H1 time frame. Okay. Just give me a second. I don't know why this thing is so slow, but I'm waiting for this thing to load. But my network is slow for some reason. Okay, just give me a second. Okay, give me a second, people. Okay, so now we are going to the H1 time frame, so we can get our entry. And we only take entries on the H1 time frame, right? Okay. All right, so now we are on the H1 time frame, right? Today on the 22nd of January 2024. Okay, so now we are looking at what Nasdaq will possibly do. Okay, let me just fix my charts. And the reason why I have these levels on my screen is because Nasdaq always reacts perfectly to these levels, right? And I use these entries, or we use these entries, these levels for entries, right? So if you have these levels on your charts, you always know when to take entries. You won't have to guess. You'll just take entries at the exact level that you have to take your entry at. And same thing with your stop loss. Same thing. It works the same. Okay. So this is 22nd of January, 2024, and we are looking at current price, right? So what is current price doing, right? I've already plotted everything, but I'll just explain how I'm plotting things, right? And you can see this is a live market, right? This is a live market. Right now um it's currently 4 p.m. in the afternoon in South Africa, right? And you can see it's the 24th of January. So this move is still happening, and it hasn't really happened yet, but it's still happening. Okay. We don't do any back testing here. We don't do analysis of things that have already happened, right? Like other traders, because other traders, what they do is they'll just back test something that's already happened, right? Instead of trying to predict something that's going to happen, but we don't do that here. Here we do before and after analysis of something that's happening live, right? This is live trading, right? This is none of that trying to predict something that's already happened. No, there's no back testing. Live trading, one way. That's the only way to know that you can trade or not, is live trading. So that's what we do. Okay. So what do we have here? Okay. So we had another structure here on the H1 time frame, which has already occurred though. But I want to show you guys how you could have taken this trade, right? So what we have here is a structure called an inverted head and shoulders, right? So there's two types of head and shoulders. There's a head and shoulder, which is a reversal structure for when the market starts to sell, and there's an inverted head and shoulder, which is a reversal structure for when the market is gonna continue to buy, right? Okay, so how does that look? So it's called the head and shoulders because we have a left shoulder over here, right? A left shoulder over here. As you can see, this is our left shoulder, which I'm drawing right now. And then we have the head here, right? This is the head that I'm drawing. And then we have our right shoulder. So the right shoulder is where you actually take your trade, right? Because the right shoulder is what shows you how the market is going to play out, right? So how do you take this trade, this type of trade? So normally this left shoulder would have already occurred and the head will have already occurred, right? So if this left shoulder has occurred and the head, then you know for a fact that there's going to be a right shoulder that's going to occur, right? So when you're taking this trade here, you will use the left shoulder's um, last price, right? Which is 16,600, right? This area here where I've drawn this yellow bubble, and then you use that for the entry of your right shoulder. This is where you take your entry. You don't take your entry anywhere other than this point over here, right? So this is where you would have taken your buy, and then as you can see, the market shot right up, right? And continue to buy, okay? So that is the head and shoulders structure. I'll even use some text to show you exactly what I mean. So I'll use some text so you can see what I'm talking about, okay? So I just want to type this out. Okay, give me a second. So that's the left shoulder. Okay, so that's the left shoulder. Okay. Left shoulder. This is the right shoulder. And then you have the head over here at the bottom, right? As you can see right there. And just change the text of this. Oh, my laptop is very slow for some reason. I think it's the internet connection, but yeah, this thing is very, very slow. And it's irritating, but just bear with me. Okay, and that's the head. Okay, so that is our head and shoulder structure. And remember, you only take your entry on the right shoulder if it's an inverted head and shoulders. If it's a normal head and shoulders, like an upright head, this is an upside down head and shoulders. Inverted head and shoulders means upside down head and shoulders, right? And then your normal head and shoulders is the right way up. So the inverted, you take your trade on the right shoulder, and then the normal head and shoulders, you take your sell trade on the right shoulder, right? Okay. Okay, so now I'm removing all of this because we are gonna see what the market is gonna do right now, right? What current price is gonna do. Okay, and as I said, this is a live trade, none of that back testing nonsense. We will see what the market is gonna do, and yeah, okay. So now we are waiting to see what current price is going to do. Okay, so as I said before, right, Nasdaq is currently at the highest price level that it's ever been, right? This is the new historic price level, or the new historic heights which Nasdaq has reached, which is price level 17,400, right? That's the highest price that Nasdaq has ever reached. So Nasdaq is basically floating in thin air right now because you can't really reference what happened before to predict the future, right? Because right now we are at unprecedented territory because there's no previous price which has reached that high. But what we can do is we can predict at structure that's close to the current price, right? Okay, so how are we going to do that? So as you can see, Nasdaq has been going up, 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 and it's the historic price level that it's at right now, right? So eventually, obviously, Nasdaq has to, it has to, what's the word? It has to reverse, right, and start selling. Okay, so now, as I look at Nasdaq, I'm thinking that it's at the level where it's going to start selling now, right? That's why I've used this selling position, short position, indicator, or not indicator, but I've shown that we are going to be selling Nasdaq, right? Or the setup shows that we're going to be selling Nasdaq. So since we're selling Nasdaq, how do you know where to take your profit? So you're going to take your profit at the nearest previous high, which is going to be this level here, right? So as you can see, I've already indicated it, which is secret level 17,000, right? So take profit is here at 17,000. Entry is here at 17,400. Stop loss is here at 17,500. Okay, so this is our trade. You can see it's a live trade. Candlesticks are still moving. 22nd of January, it's like, okay, no, I'm wrong. It's actually 2 p.m. in the afternoon. Sorry, I said 4 p.m. before. That's my bad. But it's 2 p.m. in the afternoon, January 2022, 2024. Okay, so now we will see what Nasdaq is going to do, and I'll get back to you once we see what Nasdaq chooses to do. But I have a very good feeling that this is going to be a sell, and we're going to sell all the way to here. Okay, let me actually put a label just to make it more clear that this is going to be our TP, right? So that's the TP, and then the entry is here. Okay, TP and entry. All right, just give me a second now. Yeah, nah, it's fine like that. Okay. So that is the video, guys. We will see what Nasdaq chooses to do, and we will update you with the after effects of this trade. Okay.